Today's episode of the house, we're going to replace this outdoor spigot with a shark bite frost-free sillcock. Right, wintertime's coming. We haven't had a freeze yet, but this is probably original to the house in the 30s or 40s. So we turn this all the way off and we still have a small leak. So we want to be able to use this in the wintertime. This is our patient. Next, the tools we're going to be using and the replacement part is this shark bite. So it's just a push fit to connect. Anti-siphon frost-free sillcock. 12-inch by half-inch opening. Some pipe. I have some old, got 18 inches of half-inch copper pipe. We're going to use these shark bite push-to-fit connections. So we're going to make this whole piece here just a little bit easier to install. Oh, probably 30 inches long. Also, we have pipe cutter. I really like this small one because you get in tight places, make your cuts. Wrench, chisel, hammer, sandpaper, measuring tape. This is going in cement. Well, it's a mortar, so we're going to have to chip that out to get the old one out. Concrete patch. Once everything's done, let's get started. Okay, this is where it enters the house. And this is a finished office down the basement. It is pretty deep. So this is just going to the first floor joist. And that right there is to the walls approximately 8 inches. And the wall itself is triple brick. So that's probably another 6. So we're going to make our extension outside and maybe make that cut somewhere around here. All right, we're going to go and turn off the main, but we do want to turn this water on before we make our cut, then shut off the main so it all drains out. Okay, here's our main water line. Turn that off, let that drain a little bit, and we can go get started. Back outside at the work site, we're going to sand this down just a little bit, just get this prepped for our shark bite fitting. All right, let's open this up and make our connection. We will take a measurement and take a look. So this is an actual shark bite brand. It's got little sharks on there. Looks like a really nice quality piece. So the whole idea is when you shut your water off, it actually shuts off here. The water stops here. So all of this is in the house and your pipes. Measure these and kind of look. So the pipe I have itself, well, 16 inches. And from the wall going in is 13. So that's around 29 inches totally going in. You kind of see I sanded this down. This press should go in all the way up to there. So approximately 3/4 of an inch. Measure that, take a look. All right, so all you have to do is press this, kind of line up that little plastic liner in there. And we're just going to push it on. So actually that goes probably about an inch. And now it will still rotate, but that is ready to go. Next, we're going to make our cut inside. We're kind of estimating this, but we're going to eliminate this valve since we don't need to turn this off for the wintertime. It should be off in here. And we will put a little piece of insulation behind this wall. But I'm thinking that that brick is probably close to 12 inches. So we're going to make this cut around here. We should have plenty of room. Let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, I do have a towel down. You probably will lose some water. But this cutter is really handy. You start twisting and then tightening it up. And you want to go slow so that you have a really good, precise cut. If you go too fast, the copper is soft and you can warp the copper or bend it, make it turn to an oval. And we do not want that. So we're probably going to make another cut somewhere around here. We just want to get the initial pipe out. Oh, I did put a bucket down because I can still hear water in there, so don't want this to drip in this office. There we go. Perfect. I'm also going to cut the other side so this valve will come right out, and then we'll just have, in theory, a straight pipe to pull right out. Got enough room here. Yep. That's why this pipe cutter is really handy, because it gets in these tight places. Perfect. Okay, so this pipe is just in the wall. Let's go fish it out. Outside now. Now this should be, in theory, totally free. It's just an empty pipe. We do got to break some of this mortar out to release this. So that's where a chisel comes in place. Oh, let me get some safety glasses. All right, there's my cool Temu safety, purple safety glasses. Let's get chipping away. As close as you can to the faucet. We do have new mortar repair, but we don't want to do too much. Looks like it's already starting to come loose. Really don't want to damage the brick, so very careful with the brick. The mortar we can replace, that's easy. It's coming. All right, wish me luck. Hopefully this is under 29 inches. I'm gonna get a tool to help grab. All right, stick this on here maybe and try to, well, not enough room. It's kind of twisting, starting to get it. It's going through that wood too, so it's pretty tight. There we go. Oh, you see they had a connection there. That's actual old solder. So, all right, let's go measure. Okay, so we look pretty good here. The old one is at 23, and this here is at 29. So we should have plenty of room. I think the issue, we're going to have to make this the hole a little bit bigger because this is wider to allow for that valve inside there. So let's go see what we can do. I'll look inside here and see. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to have to make that a bigger hole. So Let's look for a drill bit. So I did not know I was going to need this, but this is like a bit extension. I got a 1-inch. This is wood. So I think I'm hitting now is wood on the inside. So we're going to set this up and drill through, but this is really good to have. All right, so I got the extension on. I did measure this. This is 14 inches to this blade. So between both sides, we should be able to go all the way through. Wish me luck. All right, so we have a concrete bit on here. We're gonna open this up a little bit more. All right, after a bunch of drilling, we are in there. This goes all the way. All right. And so this bit went through the wood. Then I did have to break out the hammer drill and just widen this out a little bit just because it's a little bit wider. But we're going to go ahead and do a rough test fit. And I will do the old one first, which is all 1/2 inch. And so that is easy. We're going to go with this one, and then we'll go to the basement. Oh, I do want to put a piece of tape on this. Okay, so I do have some tape. I just want to cover this up. Just some masking tapes, just so rock and dust doesn't go in there. But we will clean this out with some water before we mortar that in. I just want to kind of do a rough test fit and go take a look in the basement. So that goes kind of like that right there. Okay, let's go. Okay, we could see the new one has plenty of room, and it's going to go right there. So this is going to be actually really good. Cut a little bit of this off, and we'll make our connection. Next, we're getting close to the final steps here. We're going to spray all of this ledge off here with some water because we do not want nothing loose. So we want our mortar to stick. So, spray bottle. Oh, this thing's not working the best. Clean all of that off so you got a nice clean ledge. Next, we could line these up, and you can see this pipe here that's in the house. So we can kind of move back and forth a little bit. So I'd rather play with this instead of the pipe that's outside. We want that in place. So I'm going to make a little cut on this one, and then we're going to make our shark bite connection. All right, this is our 1/2 inch shark bite, 1/2 inch to 1/2 inch connection. So we're going to push this in. We'll do the outside wall first. Since that one's ready to go, I do have this sanded, and it's wet, but it actually works better sanded. So, shaking the camera there. Let's take our tape off of this. Like I said, this one has some play in it. So, should be able to push it right in. So we'll make this connection first. Okay. And then got this. So Looks lined up. I just need to line this up. All right, water is on. Let's look for leaks. They are pressed together. Let's look out. Okay, let's turn this on. We're going to let this run for a little bit, and we're going to look downstairs. All looks good. We'll do a little close-up. And there is no leak. Let's go mortar it in. All right. Good water pressure. Everything works good. Let's shut this off. Got this in place. And let's make up our mortar. We are going to be using this bucket here, tuck pointer, finishing trowel. And we're just going to fill this in. Get a little bit of water. All right, let's add our Bondex and kind of want this. This is like a mortar mix, like a peanut butter mixture. Okay, it's a pretty good mix. We'll let this set up for a little bit. And we're going to tuck point this. All right, so she's ready for the mortar. I am going to tape this off just because that cement will stain this stuff. So you want to look nice as possible. Tape this off. Don't have to be perfect, but just kind of cover that up a little bit. I'll put one more top. Hard part is done. Okay, I got my 5 3/4 by 1/2 inch tuck pointer. And we're just gonna fill it in. Kind of push that, feed it in there, get as deep as you can. Go this way a little bit. All right, we have most of that filled in. And I like to kind of get some water, spray this smooth, kind of spray around there just to make it look a little smoother. This is our electric ground. So that goes into the ground right there. We're just gonna smooth it out. Still pretty wet. All right, everything's smoothened out. We're gonna put these 2 set screws in place. We're just gonna kind of guess where they went. I gotta try to find where that set screw goes. Little spot right there. Stick it in. We'll call it good. We'll just point around it. All right, thanks for watching. This episode's complete. There's our old scrap, probably 1940s faucet. We'll put this in the scrap pile. And there's our new one. Thanks for watching. Okay, we can see this is the next day. Everything is dry. This is solid. Take this tape off and we're going to test this. See what kind of water pressure this is. Nice and solid. Looks great.